A your skin but better aesthetic is all the rage right now. 5-minute makeup looks, 10-minute makeup looks, quick, easy hairstyles. It's what we want. We want to look beautiful. We want to look put together, but we also want to look natural. But almost more importantly, we want it quickly. For the last several months, I've been trying to really understand this aesthetic in a deeper way in order to help you figure out which products are best for it. And I think I have a pretty good handle on it now. The key thing is health. The health of your hair, the health of your skin, and the beauty products that then enhance that really healthy look. In today's video, we're gonna go through the top beauty products that I found that do all of those things. The beauty products that are gonna make your skin, your hair, everything look super healthy, but then the makeup products that are going to enhance that healthy look. A very special thank you to CreditThink for sponsoring a part of this video. Let's go. So the first product I'm gonna show you that's really cool that many of you have never heard of before is by Adore. Okay, you guys know how much I love this brand. I talk about this brand all the time. They are my favorite hair brand right now. I use them on myself every single day. If you look at my bathroom, their products are scattered everywhere. They are my day-to-day hair routine products, okay? And the first one I want to show you is very unique. I've never seen a product like this. It's called the Snail Sleeping Hair Ampule. So what this is, it's a no rinse overnight treatment for damaged hair, okay? It has this really light texture that's not oily at all, which I love because I have fine hair. The way that I apply it is I wash my hair at night. I start from the ends, work my way all the way up to the roots, and then I usually blow dry it in. I also often reach for it when I'm just letting my hair air dry, like on the weekends when I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to blow dry my hair. I'll still wash my hair at night. I'll apply this, I'll let my hair air dry, and I'll sleep on it. And the next morning, I have to tell you, my hair feels so unbelievably soft. It creates such a glossiness to the hair, such a softness to the hair. It really helps your hair kind of repair over time because it has some really cool ingredients in it that you don't often find in other hair products. So some of the ingredients that it has is hydrolyzed collagen, it has squalene, it has snail secretion filtrate, which is very common in Korean beauty products. It's quite a potent ingredient that works amazingly well. It even has 6 plant extracts. I'm telling you, this is so good for your hair, and you will notice an immediate difference, but you'll especially notice a difference over time. Another product that keeps my hair in amazing, impeccable condition is the Adore Thermal Protection Spray. I have gone through bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles of this. This is the only thermal spray that I use on my hair. I find a lot of the other thermal sprays on the market to be really heavy and greasy. They're either heavy, greasy, or they're sticky. And with my hair texture, I can't do that because then I have to wash my hair like a million times a week because it gets way down so easily. The amazing thing about this thermal protection spray is that it is as weightless as water. It comes out in a really nice, very light mist. Like the mister itself is amazing. It doesn't come out in blobs. It's a really light mist, but then when it goes on the hair, it's as weightless as water and it completely protects against heat. One other thing I want to tell you guys about this product is that it also has moisture loss prevention, okay? So it's not only heat protection, it also has moisture loss prevention, and it actually has this ingredient in it, okay? I don't know how to say it, so I'm not even gonna try, but it's 5 to 10 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid, believe it or not, okay? This also has amino acids. It's just great for very damaged hair. It's great for increasing glossiness. It's great for heat protection. This is my absolute favorite heat protection that I've ever used in my entire life. So 10 out of 10 stars for this product. I'm telling you, if you get it, you're not gonna be disappointed. And that brings me to another product that I find does a really good job of keeping your hair very, very smooth and healthy and glossy. And that is the Perfumed Hair Oil by Adore. Now, the reason that I love this so much is because it feels very luxurious and high-end. I'm a sucker for that. I'm not gonna lie. I love things in glass packaging. I love things with amazing smells. It's just such a beautiful moisturizing oil. It comes in 3 different scents. There's Lepida, which is for fine thin hair. There's Hinoki, which is for just normal hair types. And then there's Osmanthus, okay? And Osmanthus is for damaged hair. So if you have damaged hair, I recommend that you get this one. It smells unbelievable and it looks so gorgeous on the hair. It just makes your hair so glossy. It takes away all of the little frizzies. Like as you guys can see how I have some little frizzies here? If I add it in, it gets rid of all of the little frizzies. It really is the perfect oil for taming frizz, flyaways, dryness, all of it. Smelling amazing, feeling luxurious, and it sits at a really good price point. Okay, let's move on to skincare. So these are some products that I found have made a big difference in how my skin looks overall in terms of its health and also its like actual appearance, okay? So the first product that I wanna show you is very unconventional. I think you guys are going to love it. It's the Cure Micro Infusion. So before micro infusion or microneedling, it was always done by cosmetic dermatologists. It was an in-clinic facial and it was very, very expensive. Nowadays, there's a lot of micro infusion kits that you can get or microneedling kits that you can get to do from home, but I think this kit in particular is really nice. So what you get in this specific kit is you get the device chamber, right, which you reuse. Then you get 2 types of serums. You get a rejuvenating serum, which is more for dark spots, uneven skin tone, if that's what you're targeting at that time, right? And you get a hydro-soothing serum as well. And that's for fine lines and wrinkles. It's for hydration. It's even for calming redness in the skin. So if you are struggling with a lot of redness, the hydro-soothing serum is perfect for that. I love that they have 2 different serums in the kit that you can use depending on how you're feeling on that day. You can even actually mix them 50-50. So if you want to target both things, you can mix the serums too, which I think is brilliant. I think that's a brilliant feature in this kit. And then another thing you get are these disposable needle heads, okay? So you are not reusing your needle heads. That is a recipe for disaster. You use it once and you dispose of it and it's totally sealed up and sterile. Again, brilliant. I love that. So how do you use this? Okay, very easy. You fill the chamber up with the serum you want. Start from the center of the face. You stamp outwards, overlapping your stamp by 50%. And then you repeat this up to 3 times, okay? Depending on what your skin sensitivity levels, you can do it once, you can do it twice. I do it 3 times. I find that I can definitely handle it 3 times because my skin isn't very sensitive. And then when you're done doing that, you take the rest of the serum and you spread it on your face and you go to sleep. So you want to do this before bedtime. And then in terms of recovery, it's really no big deal. I did this 3 days ago. It was fine. The next day I avoided sweating, so I didn't go to the gym. You don't want to sweat heavily, right? Because that can bring up bacteria. It can not be very good during the healing process. And you want to avoid wearing makeup for 24 hours. So it's just 1 day, you avoid it, and then you're good to go. Within 3 days, you really notice a difference. So what it does is it helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines. It smooths your texture out. It evens out hyperpigmentation, which is a huge issue that I have with my skin type. And it just leaves you with a really even, glowy look. It's one of those things that you get an instant result from, a very instant effect in how your skin looks. So this is the perfect thing to bust out 4 or 5 days before a big event. If you have a really big special event where you want to look naturally gorgeous, you want to use this. Okay, that's all I can say about that. It's going to make your skin look incredible. Something else that makes a big difference that I have fallen in love with, and I've mentioned in a live stream before. If you guys caught my live with Penn Smith Skincare, she's also obsessed with this. It's the Dermalect Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. Dermalect has so many amazing products, but this one is the one that stood out the most to me for sure, the one that I saw the most immediate results from. So what this is, it's an overnight serum that basically perfects your skin while you sleep. Okay, that's what it says on the website, and it is true. It's a really highly concentrated exfoliator. That's what it is, okay? There's 3 types of concentrated amino acids in it. There's glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and L-ascorbic acid. I can never say that word. It's vitamin C, okay? There's vitamin C in it. We all love vitamin C. This is so good, again, for discoloration, uneven skin tone, what I struggle with the most. It's amazing for age and acne spots, which again is hyperpigmentation. It's really good for clogged pores. So if you get a lot of blackheads, you break out a lot, this is amazing for that. This is, again, that type of product that if you use it, then a week, you'll see noticeable change. You know, sometimes products, they seem really promising and they feel good on the skin, but you don't really notice a difference. You know, like if you were to take a photo, you wouldn't really notice a difference. This one, you will notice a difference. You don't want to use it every night. It's very strong. I only use it maybe 2-3 nights because I also use tretinoin, right? And I'm very committed to my tretinoin. So I'll skip my tretinoin and use this. And I've really noticed that it's given me a much more beautiful complexion than I've ever had. So we love this guy up in here. We love this guy. The next product that is, it's like my favorite thing ever. I love this product. I'm not 100% sure if it does anything, but if you are a natural gal and you love looking fresh and natural, I can pretty much guarantee that you're gonna love this. So this is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. It's a multi-use plant-based mist. I'm obsessed. I love this thing more than anything. I really do. You can use it as a first step to prep skin. Okay, so I like using it right out of the shower. I'll spray it all over my face, my décolleté, sometimes even my arms. That's why I've gone through so much of it in such a short amount of time. I'll use it as my first prep, like skin prep stage to hydrate, right? I'll use it under my makeup, all of that. They also say you can use it to set your makeup. Now, is this a makeup setting spray like this is a makeup setting spray Until Dawn by One Size? Absolutely not. This is like hardcore. This is not hardcore. This is hairspray for your face. This is a beauty elixir. It's night and day difference. They're totally different. This is a hardcore setting spray. This sets makeup. I don't buy that it sets makeup. I'm not gonna lie. Do I still use it after my makeup? Absolutely. I think it's so nice. Another time that I grab this is midday. I grab this all the time to refresh my makeup. You know when your makeup is on for a few hours and it just doesn't look that good anymore and you start getting like dryness around the eyes and you don't look like as fresh as you did when you first put your makeup on? You can grab this, you can mist it, and it just like brings everything back to life. It is so refreshing. It smells so amazing. Again, am I 100% sure this does something? I don't know, but it's literally one of my favorite products ever. So I will repurchase this until the day I die. I love this elixir so much. Now, if you want a spray serum that actually does something very intensely, like something that you notice right away, then the D'Alba First Spray Serum may be more your speed. This is lighter. So because I have oily skin, this is like my best friend. I love this. But if you have drier skin, then you're probably gonna love this one. So this guy is made with white truffle, which is D'Alba's signature ingredient. And the reason it's so good is it's because it's a natural antioxidant, okay? So as you can see, this serum is dual phased. So you have a layer that's made up of these plant-derived oils, which is right here, right on the top. And then you have the layer that's the white truffle serum, which is on the bottom. You shake it up, you give it a spray, and you will instantly notice the glow that it gives. I don't wanna do it on my face because I don't wanna get too shiny, but I'll do it here to show you. See, so without even rubbing it in, you can instantly see, right? It gives off this glow, and they call it the truffle glow. So D'Alba calls this glow the truffle glow. I've used it on my more mature models with drier skin, and they're instantly like, what is that? Because their skin drinks it up. Dry skin will drink this up. My mature models look in the mirror, they're like, oh, I look gorgeous, right? Without any foundation on at all. And it's because their skin looks hydrated. Hydration makes you look beautiful without a lick of makeup on, without a single drop of concealer. You will look so much more beautiful if your skin looks hydrated and even, right? This will make your skin, definitely make your skin look really hydrated. Something else that will make you look gorgeous at a really great price is this Lottie London dry oil. This is called Champagne Glow. and it is a multi-purpose dry oil. It has a little bit of like a shimmer or an iridescence to it that is beautiful. Now, this can be used on your skin. It can be used in your hair. It basically illuminates your skin with this really natural sun-kissed glow. I got it very recently and I'm constantly reaching for it because it's lightweight. It absorbs into the skin really quickly, but it nourishes the skin very well. Like it's just the right amount of hydration without being greasy. I also love these really fine bronzed champagne glimmer particles that are in here. I think it makes you look gorgeous in your décolleté, right on your shoulders when you're wearing a dress, you're out for, you know, a cocktail in the summer. Amazing. The last part in our skincare product suggestions is this. This is the Tula Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I'm obsessed with this. Again, I got this recently within the last 2 weeks and I have not been able to put this guy down. My under eyes is my biggest issue. I have under eye circles. I also have a lot of fine lines. It's the only place on my entire face that gets dry and crepey. It's so annoying. I have oil production galore everywhere else, but then my under eyes look like old and wrinkly so easily, okay? I have such a hard time with makeup products under my eyes because of that. The thing that I love about this, it's brightening, okay? So it contains hyaluronic acid, which is great, and caffeine, which is also really good. So it's good for dark circles, puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, all of that stuff. But beyond that, because there's a million eye creams out there that have that and claim to be good for that, right? So what makes this different than all the other eye creams? And I have like 50. I have so many eye creams and I love so many of them. But what makes this different and why I wanted to include it in this video is that it has this texture to it that is glowy. Okay, it's like a natural dewy finish. And I think that is so beautiful under the eyes when you have issues with darkness and lines. It kind of acts like a natural filter, but it's colorless. So it diffuses the under eye wrinkles. It diffuses the darkness in a completely natural way. When I am at the pool, you know, at the beach with my family and I'm not wearing makeup, you better believe I have this in my bag. I'm putting it on, I'm stippling it out. It makes me look so much more awake and youthful and soft under my eyes, but without any makeup products to crease or to deal with. I love it. I also find that it sits beautifully under concealer. You know that whole Scott Barnes makeup hack thing with the Aquaphor? This to me is kind of like a really upgraded version of the Aquaphor. It's better than Aquaphor for sure. It's also more expensive, but it's kind of a similar consistency. Something else that's great about this is it's very cooling. So as soon as you put it on, you feel this cooling sensation. It's so addictive. I feel like I can't live without this thing anymore. It's the perfect instant pick-me-up for under the eyes. All right, let's move on to sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important to looking naturally beautiful, okay? Sunscreen is everything because sun damage is the #1 thing that ages the skin. It really depletes your collagen. It leads to hyperpigmentation and skin discoloration issues, which is a telltale sign of aging. When you are looking at someone who has really youthful, fresh, glowy, young skin, they often don't have issues with discoloration. So having your skin as even as possible is what's gonna make you look really amazing with a minimal amount of makeup. So sun protection is everything. It's everything. It's the most important part of this video, okay? Again, I said I was gonna bring Tula back and this is Tula. So this is Protect and Glow Daily Facial Sunscreen Gel. This is a broad spectrum SPF of 30, okay? So what this is, what Tula is in general, it's a great brand. Tula is a great brand, but what this is, it's a skincare, it's sunscreen, and it's a primer hybrid. I love when brands do this. They kind of package everything up into one product, and that's what this is. So if you use this, especially if you have oily skin like me, you don't even need skincare, okay? You can just put this on. You definitely don't need a makeup primer. You have it all in one thing. And I really, really like this because this has a gel consistency. So it's like a non-greasy gel texture. It also gives off this gorgeous glow. It really, really makes your skin glow. You can wear it under makeup. You can wear it completely on its own if you're having a super natural makeup day. This is amazing, especially if you like that glowy skin vibe. Now, if you are the type of person that doesn't like sunscreen at all, another great product that is so different and so unique is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. Supergoop, again, very expensive sunscreens, but they are amazing. They're also skincare sunscreen primer hybrids, okay? All of them work like this. I love the Glow Screen. Glow Screen reminds me a bit of this, but the Unseen is different, completely different than sunscreen, because this is made specifically for people who hate sunscreen. It is 100% invisible. Okay, it is weightless, it is scentless, it does not smell like sunscreen at all, it does not feel heavy or greasy at all, it doesn't leave a white cast, it never ever pills. It actually has the exact same texture as Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, I think is what it's called. The original Smashbox Primer, it's kind of this silicone-y texture that's completely invisible. I don't know how they managed to infuse sunscreen into this texture. I've never ever seen another brand do it like this. If you guys know of another brand that does this, let me know. I think this is amazing. This is the perfect sunscreen to use if you're like a bride. You don't want the sunscreen to mess up your makeup. This is great protection, SPF of 40, but it doesn't feel like a damn thing. It doesn't feel like anything. So this is a really, really good product. Another sunscreen that I need to mention that I discovered at Ulta when I was in LA like a couple of weeks ago, I was really intrigued by it, is this Morphe Sunsetter. So this is a makeup setting spray, but this one, it has sunscreen in it. So it's an SPF of 30. The reason I love this is because, again, if you are the type of woman who doesn't like stuff on your face, you want to look naturally beautiful. You're like, I just am not going to do it. I don't want to wear sunscreen, but you also don't want hyperpigmentation. You don't want to break down your collagen. You don't want premature aging. You need a sunscreen. That's all I have to say. But you can use this instead. So you can do your tinted moisture bombs, your tinted moisturizer, whatever you want. You can use this as your finishing step. It's not going to give you the same level of protection as something like this does or something like this because you're smearing it all over your face evenly, but it's going to be better than nothing. Now, even if you are using sunscreen, but you are outside for a long duration of time and you need to touch up your sunscreen, you've been sweating, it's been a long time, you can pop this in your purse, you can spray it, and you're giving yourself that extra added sunscreen without messing up your makeup. That's what I love about this. It won't mess up your makeup and it will give you like a beautiful glow. This reminds me a lot of like a glowy setting spray. You know, Urban Decay has one, a lot of the brands have them, but this has sunscreen. So I just think this is brilliant. This is a great product, you know, if you want that natural, fresh, gorgeous look and you want to protect your skin at the same time. Let's move on to makeup. I know you guys love to talk about makeup and you love makeup recommendations. I did a whole video where I tried every skin tint at the drugstore, every single skin tint, and I compared them. And so I'm going to show you my favorite skin tint from that drugstore haul. Skin tints are kind of a hybrid between a tinted moisturizer and a foundation. So it's a sheer to light coverage. It's like a tinted moisturizer, but with a little bit more coverage. So it's beautiful if you want to look really naturally pretty, right? Without the fuss, but you want a little more than a tinted moisturizer. My favorite skin tint at the drugstore by a landslide is the Rimmel Kind and Free. This one in particular gives you like a really instant healthy glow. It's infused with an antioxidant vitamin complex, which is nice, so it's not bad for the skin. It blurs your skin out, it's hydrating, it's beautiful, but it's not full coverage, but it's not too light either. This is the perfect skin tint in my opinion from the drugstore. If you're looking to save money, this is the one that I recommend getting. Now, if you're someone that doesn't like wet products, you're a powder foundation person and you want quick, natural, beautiful powder foundation finish, this is the Jane Iredale powder foundation. This is a mineral powder. It's phenomenal. The way that you want to use this is with a 3-step process, okay? I find this on its own is good, but it's not nearly as good as if you do the 3 things. So you want to get the Jane Iredale primer, okay? This really works very well under this. There's 3 types. If you go on the website, you can read up on which one is better for you. Then you get your Jane Iredale powder foundation, you buff it on, and then once you've gotten it to the level of coverage that you want it to be at, and it is buildable, which is incredible, right? It's not only sheer coverage, you can build this. Then you just go in with your hydration spray. This smells like a dream. It's very hydrating and nourishing. And what it does is it basically takes the powder, it melts it into the skin and gives you this completely natural, beautiful complexion that looks just like a skin tint, but is so easy to apply, and it's a dry product. So this, again, if you're a natural makeup girly and you wanna look really pretty naturally, this is a great foundation to do that, and it does it so fast. The fastest application of foundation that I could possibly think of will give you a great end result. We can't get through this video without talking about this foundation, the Jones Road What The Foundation. So much controversy on this. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of hate for this, so do your research to see if you will like it. I personally really like it. I am wearing it today. I reach for it all the freaking time. And the reason that I love it is because it's a tinted moisture balm. It says it's light to medium coverage. It's absolutely not. It's sheer to light coverage at best. It's oil-based, and because it's oil-based, it doesn't really build up on the skin. You can apply one sheer coat, and then you gotta go in with some concealer if you have more things to conceal. But it will give you this beautiful, ultra-nourished skin effect that's very glowy. Every time I wear this on the channel, even when you guys don't know that I am wearing it, I get a compliment, multiple compliments in the comments. Your skin looks incredible, your skin looks incredible. And it is absolutely this. It gives you a very fresh complexion that looks like your skin on its best day. So with that said, with these really light coverage products, right, we need to conceal because no one has perfect skin, right? No one has perfect skin. Trust me, I've worked with supermodels. No one has perfect skin. So I want to show you two products that you can use, again, for very quick, easy application. And that is the Jones Road, the face pencil. I love this pencil. It's a chubby little pencil. You just want to conceal any demarcation, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and then just blend it with your fingertips. It goes on like a dream. It's very creamy, and I find that it conceals very well. The only thing with this is I do find it a little heavy for under the eyes, especially my dry, crepey under eyes. My under eyes is like my thing that drives me nuts. So I don't want to use this for under my eyes, but I will show you guys another product for that. But I want to show you a dupe for this first, okay? I think this might be becoming discontinued. I don't know for sure, but I grabbed it in my concealer video where I tried every drugstore concealer, and I really like this. It's the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer. Again, it's got that same kind of Jones Road vibe where it's a chubby pencil. It builds really nicely. It's very creamy. It's beautiful. This, if you want this, but you don't have the budget for this, go to the drugstore and get this. Okay, now I gotta show you this. Again, when I was in LA, I found this at Ulta. There's no Ulta in Canada. I spent 2 hours at Ulta. My kids literally dropped me off with my husband and they were like, go, be free. I'm like a wild lioness in the savannah, right? They're like, run, lioness, run. We'll pick you up in 2 hours. And I was like, I'll see you later. This is the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. I didn't know if I would like this because it's an under eye tint, which means it's very low coverage. I have high coverage needs. I didn't know if I would like it, but more and more I am finding myself just wanting to look natural. I just want to look natural, you know? So what this does is it basically color corrects under the eyes. And in here, there's these microfine pearls, which is a little bit like illuminating. So you get a very subtle amount of color correction, but you also get a little bit of brightening from the pearls, okay? So it brightens dark circles, and it also hydrates because there's hyaluronic acid, there's plant-based collagen in it, there's niacinamide, there's also caffeine. Will this cover very dark circles? No. Will this give you a bright under eye? No. But this is the product that you wanna reach if you want that very natural makeup look. You just wanna kind of soften it out a little bit, add a little mascara, you know, that natural vibe. This is really good for that. I do find myself reaching for it all the time. Now, another makeup product that's a must-have for very natural looks is cream eyeshadows. Jones Road Just a Sec eyeshadow in the color bronze is my favorite. Oh my God, I use this every day now. I use this almost every single day. It's got a really innovative formula. It's weightless and cushiony, and it adds this luminous wash of color across your lids. I also love that it has so much sparkle and shine. It just illuminates your eyes. Now, that eyeshadow had some criticism online for being creasy, and I tested it for 8 hours in last week's video, and it does crease a little bit, right? And the one thing that it also does a little bit more than it should is there is quite a bit of fallout. For me, that's not a big deal because I do it first. I clean up the fallout, I do my concealer, and we're good to go. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to put your tinted serum on, put your concealer on, quick, add a little bit of pop to your lids, but you don't want to deal with like fallout, then I have another product for you that you're going to love. Merit. This is the Solo Shadow. This is the color Mid-Century. So the only one that I've tried, the one that I have is in the color Mid-Century, but I love it. This is a buildable cream to powder shadow as a soft matte wash of color. This is literally impossible to mess up. It also comes in the neutrals and the statements, okay? So you can do your research to see which one you like the best. They're all very natural. I want all of them now. After I got this one, I'm like, I really want that green one. The green one is so pretty. And one thing about this that's better than the Jones Road is I don't actually find that this creases as much. With that said, there's a few Merit products that I am loving. Do you guys want me to do a full face of Merit and review video? If you do, leave it in the comments. I will do that for you. Merit is very interesting, very, very natural. Again, simple products, which is what you guys seem to love and what I seem to love as I get older and older too. The Merit eyebrow pencil is amazing. This one's called Brow 1990. The way they advertise it is like weird because I think it says something like not revolutionizing but good or something like that, and I was like, what a weird way to advertise something. Like, it's not that great, but it's fine. Like, that's kind of the vibe I get from the ads. I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, I do think it's better than they advertised it. This has a beautiful kind of creamy formula that's super skinny. So what you can do is you can fill in the bottom so it looks heavier like I have done here. But then at the front, you can sketch hair-like strokes, or you can sketch hair-like strokes in your whole brow if you prefer. This sketches perfectly. The hair-like strokes on here sketches perfectly and applies smoothly. It doesn't tug or pull. You know, there's a little spoolie on the other side. This is a dream brow product. It's probably one of my favorites on the market right now. And now the product that I've been reaching for all day and night. I'm obsessed. It's the TIRTIR My Glow Lip Oil. This is so nice, okay? This is designed to nourish and plump dry lips. I wouldn't say it's plumping. It doesn't give that tingly effect. So when they say plumping, I don't think they mean plumping like a plumper, but it plumps in the sense that it hydrates so much, right? So your chapped lips don't look chapped anymore. It gives so much glossiness, but without stickiness. Okay, it's beautiful, beautiful for that. This is so much nicer than any lip gloss or lip oil I've tried in a very, very long time. It's all I want to use on my lips right now, whether it's over a lip liner or completely on its own, before bed, all the time. It's that lip product that I'm telling you, if you get it, you will use it all the time. It will not go to waste. It's perfect for the summer, for the winter, nighttime, daytime, all the times. It's the perfect lip oil. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, leave me a frog emoji in the comment section so that people can get confused as to why there are frog emojis on this beauty channel's comment section. Let's confuse the people that are less committed, shall we? This video's over.